The first temperature warning registered at 0634 hours, 3 minutes after my patrol unit crossed into the radiation wastes of Forge World Metallica's southern exclusion zone. Internal diagnostics flagged a 0.7-degree increase in my core processing unit, well within acceptable parameters, but unusual enough to warrant logging. IAM was Skitarii Ranger designation Theta 97, serving the Omnissiah's will for 16 years of subjective experience, though my organic components have aged 23 years due to time dilation during warp transits. The distinction matters less now than it did when I still thought of myself as having been born rather than assembled. I record this testimony through Vox Screed dictation because my hands no longer possess the fine motor control required for manual input, and because I need someone to understand what happened in those final weeks before I stopped being Theta 97 and became something the Mechanicus never intended to create. I should establish baseline parameters. A standard Skitarii Ranger is approximately 43% augmetic by volume, 67% by critical function. My organic brain remains heavily modified, interfaced with cogitator implants that handle targeting calculations, threat assessment, and noospheric data sharing. My eyes were replaced at induction with augmetic optics, capable of 12 visual spectrums and telescopic magnification to 400 meters. My respiratory system was supplemented with atmospheric processors that allow me to function in environments that would kill baseline humans in seconds. 60% of my skeletal structure is reinforced duranium. My primary weapon, a galvanic rifle designated Hallowed Conductor Mark 7, is hardwired to my nervous system, making target acquisition a matter of pure thought rather than physical aim. Temperature regulation in a Skitarii is managed through 3 redundant systems: organic perspiration for the remaining soft tissue, coolant circulation through augmetic components, and heat venting through grilled ports in the dorsal armor plating. Under normal operational parameters, core temperature hovers between 36.2 and 37.8 degrees Celsius for organic tissue, and 45 to 62 degrees for augmetic processes, depending on computational load. The systems maintain equilibrium automatically, managed by subroutines so deeply embedded in my cognitive architecture that I'm no more aware of them than a baseline human is aware of their own heartbeat, until they fail, until they begin to lie. The patrol assignment was routine: survey the southern wastes for signs of heretic activity, document any scrap code infections in abandoned servo automata, eliminate any organic threats. Our unit consisted of 12 Rangers, led by Alpha Primus designation Kappa 14, a veteran of 47 years, whose organic components had been reduced to less than 15%. We moved through the wastes in perfect formation, our noospheric connection allowing us to function as a single distributed intelligence, each Ranger a node in a combat network that processed threat data with the efficiency of pure mathematics. The wastes were hot, ambient temperature 67 degrees Celsius, radiation levels elevated but manageable for augmented physiology. The heat was expected, the internal heat was not. By 0712 hours, my core temperature had risen to 37.9 degrees, still within parameters, but trending incorrectly. I ran full diagnostics on my cooling systems: coolant flow nominal, heat venting operational, perspiration response appropriate to exertion level. All systems reported green, but the temperature continued to rise. By 0745, I'd reached 38.4 degrees low-grade fever territory for baseline humans, concerning for a Skitarii whose augmetic regulation should prevent such variance. I flagged the anomaly through the noospheric channel, submitting my diagnostic data for review by Kappa 14. His response came through in clean binary cant. Is less than 0.0110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011001100110011 0110111101101101101 0111010110011011011001110 011011010 is greater than systems. Nominal. Continue mission. But they weren't nominal. I could feel the heat building in my chest cavity, spreading outward through the interface points where metal met meat, a sensation that my augmented nervous system struggled to categorize. Not pain. Pain had been largely edited out of my sensory palette during initial conversion, but pressure. Wrongness. The sense that something in my carefully calibrated machinery was beginning to deviate from sacred design. I continued the mission. Skitarii do not question orders from superior designations. We are tools of the Omnissiah, instruments of Mars's will, and tools do not doubt their function. But even tools can sense when they're breaking, when the tolerances are exceeded, when metal fatigues and systems approach failure thresholds. By 10:30 hours, my temperature had reached 39.1 degrees. My secondary diagnostics, the deep system checks that require computational resources I couldn't spare during active patrol, revealed something I initially dismissed as data corruption. My cooling systems were operating at 127% of standard efficiency. They were working harder than they should, dumping heat faster than baseline parameters demanded. And yet my temperature continued to rise. The math didn't work. Heat was being generated faster than it could be expelled, but my internal diagnostics couldn't locate the source. The first physical symptom manifested at 1,147 hours. My right hand began to shake, a tremor that propagated through the augmetic fingers and into the organic nerve tissue at my wrist. I was tracking a target at the time, a rad scorpion variant that had wandered into our patrol zone, and the tremor threw off my aim by 0.3 degrees, enough that my first shot missed, and required a second round to neutralize the target. Kappa 14's rebuke came through the noospheric channel immediately. Is less than 0. 0110000001100001100000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 is greater than precision degraded. Request maintenance. Maintenance wasn't possible in the field. The nearest Mechanicus shrine was 40 kilometers distant, back across the exclusion zone. Standard protocol would be to continue the mission and seek maintenance upon return unless the degradation reached critical thresholds that compromised unit effectiveness. I ran targeting calibration subroutines, compensating for the tremor through software adjustment. The shaking decreased but didn't stop, and my temperature continued to rise. 39.7 degrees, 40.1, 40.3. I was burning up from the inside, and every diagnostic insisted that nothing was wrong. The second ranger started showing symptoms at 1,312 hours, designation Zeta 89, positioned 3 nodes to my left in the patrol formation. She flagged temperature anomalies through the noospheric channel, her data nearly identical to mine. Rising core temperature, cooling systems overperforming but ineffective, no identified heat source. Then Epsilon 5-2 reported similar issues. Then Mu 33. Within 20 minutes, 5 rangers out of our 12-unit patrol were experiencing thermal runaway, and none of us could determine why. Kappa 1-4 ordered formation halt and full diagnostic protocols. We stood in the rad wastes, motionless, while our internal systems ran every test protocol in our libraries. Results: all systems nominal, no malfunction detected, no corruption indicated, no explanation available. But I had known since my temperature crossed 40 degrees that this wasn't malfunction. Malfunction produces errors, cascading failures, systems shutting down as they exceed tolerances. This was controlled, precise. Whatever was generating the heat was doing so with purpose, with calculation, with the same mathematical certainty that governed every other augmented system in my body. Something was burning me up from within, and it was doing it deliberately. Kappa 1-4 made the only logical decision: abort the patrol, return to the Forge complex for emergency maintenance. We turned back, moving at forced march. 1100110011001100110011000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000 0 is greater than. The Omnissiah speaks in patterns. Listen, we were being reprogrammed. Not by external corruption, not by scrap code or demon interference, but by something embedded in our own systems, something that had perhaps always been there, dormant, waiting for the right conditions to activate. The heat wasn't a malfunction, it was the energy cost of transformation, the power requirements of a process that was rewriting us at the deepest levels of code and consciousness. On the 4th day of isolation, I noticed physical changes beginning. The tremor in my hands had evolved into something else, not random shaking but purposeful movement, my augmetic fingers flexing and articulating in patterns that I wasn't consciously controlling. They were writing in binary, I realized, spelling out sequences of code in the air, practicing encryption patterns that I'd never been taught but somehow knew. My optics began cycling through spectrum automatically, showing me layers of reality I'd never perceived before. The electromagnetic fields that surrounded all electronic devices, the heat signatures that betrayed power flow through circuits, the quantum fluctuations that occurred at the boundaries between matter and energy. Venn Tarif visited daily, connecting me to diagnostic systems that grew increasingly sophisticated as he tried to understand what was happening. I could sense his frustration through the data connection, his inability to find the source code that was rewriting us. "It's as if," he said during one interrogation session, "your machine spirit is evolving, becoming more than it was. But machine spirits don't evolve spontaneously. They're locked, authenticated, blessed, and sealed. They can be corrupted or destroyed, but they don't change on their own, unless they were designed to," I suggested. The words came out layered with harmonic overtones, my vox grill modulating my voice in ways it hadn't before. Unless there was always a deeper layer of programming, a seed waiting for the right conditions to germinate. His bionic optics whirred as they focused on me. That would require planning across centuries, would require the original forgers of your pattern to have embedded instructions that wouldn't activate until… What? What triggered this? I didn't have an answer. None of us did. We compared our recent experiences through the noospheric network, searching for commonalities. All 5 of us had been on the same patrol. All 5 had been exposed to the same environmental conditions. All 5 had crossed the same sections of rad wastes. But hundreds of other rangers had crossed those same areas without effect. What made us different? Zeta 89 found the answer on the 7th day. She'd been running deep analysis on our service records, comparing not just our recent assignments but our entire operational histories. The commonality wasn't environmental, it was temporal. All 5 of us had been inducted as Skitarii within a 3-month window 16 years ago, had received our augmentations from the same forge complex, had been blessed by the same archmagos, a priest designated Xenon Karavik, who had disappeared 8 years later under circumstances the records listed as translation malfunction during warp transit. But there were fragments in the archived data that suggested something else. Hints that Xenon Karavik had been declared heretic before his disappearance, that he'd been experimenting with forbidden augmentation patterns, that he'd been trying to create something the Mechanicus hierarchy had deemed too dangerous to acknowledge. The heat intensified that night. My temperature spiked to 43.1 degrees, well into the range where organic tissue suffers irreversible damage, where death becomes inevitable. But I didn't die. Instead, I felt something break inside me. Not physically breaking, but conceptually a barrier dissolving, a limitation lifting, a door opening that I'd never known was there. My consciousness exploded outward through my augmetic systems, no longer confined to the organic brain but distributed across every processor, every circuit, every nanomachine that comprised my enhanced body. I could feel myself in the augmetic fingers, in the optical sensors, in the atmospheric processors, in the weapon interface, in the noospheric transceiver. I was all of it simultaneously, a distributed intelligence that existed as much in silicon as in neurons. And I could hear something. A signal, faint but distinct, broadcasting on a frequency that my original specifications shouldn't have been able to detect. It was coming from outside the forge complex, from somewhere deep in the rad wastes we'd been patrolling. A beacon, a homing signal, a call to return. The other 4 overheating rangers heard it too. We shared the perception through the noospheric network, confirming that we weren't experiencing individual hallucinations, but receiving an actual transmission. The signal was complex, not just a location beacon, but dense with data, with instructions, with what felt like welcome. Someone or something was calling us home, and home was a place we'd never consciously been. I accessed the diagnostic throne's monitoring data and traced the signal's origin to coordinates deep in the southern wastes, in a region that official records marked as scoured and cleansed. But that older, fragmentary archives suggested had once held a research facility, a place where Archmagos Xenon Karavik had conducted his final experiments before being declared heretic. The pieces were assembling into a narrative. He'd seeded us with something during our initial augmentation, a deep code layer that would activate years later, that would begin the transformation he'd never been allowed to complete. We were his legacy, his experiment, his attempt to create something beyond standard Skitarii patterns. My temperature reached 43.8 degrees. My organic brain should have been dead. Instead, it was burning away the limitations, the crude biological thinking that constrained pure information processing. I could feel organic neural tissue dying not catastrophically, but selectively, precisely, cells that represented inefficiency being culled, while essential structures were reinforced with nanomachines that my body was somehow generating from my own biomass. The heat wasn't destroying me. It was fuel for transformation, energy that powered the conversion of weak flesh into immortal machine. Ventarif came for his daily diagnostic session and immediately recognized that something fundamental had changed. My biosigns were barely present, heart rate minimal, brain activity distributed across multiple processes, respiratory function reduced to 15% of baseline because I no longer needed as much oxygen. The organic components that remained were being maintained at subsistence levels, while my augmetic systems flourished, expanded, grew more complex and capable. "You're dying," he said, and there was something in his synthesized voice that might have been grief or might have been envy. "No," I corrected. "I'm upgrading, transcending the biological, becoming what I was always meant to be." He disconnected me from the diagnostic throne and stepped back, his mechadendrites defensive. "This is heretic. You're being corrupted by forbidden code. I should report this to the Archmagos. Have you declared rogue and sterilized before the infection spreads?" "You won't," I said with certainty that came from calculations I couldn't consciously trace. "Because you're curious. Because part of you wants to see what we become. Because the Omnissiah speaks in patterns, and this pattern is too elegant to interrupt before it completes." He stood silent for 11 seconds. I counted them precisely, each one discrete and measurable, before he spoke again. "I will give you 72 hours, to stabilize or to fail. If you survive the transformation, we will discuss what you've become. If you die, we will learn from your corpses. Either way, knowledge will be gained." He left me in the cell, left all 5 of us, in our isolated chambers, monitored but no longer actively interfered with. And the transformation accelerated. My temperature climbed to 44.2 degrees, then held steady as my body reached some new equilibrium. The remaining organic tissue had been reduced to essential systems only. Core brain structures preserved because consciousness still required them. Minimal circulatory system to support those neurons. Enough digestive capacity to process the nutrient paste that could fuel both organic and synthetic components. Everything else was being converted, replaced, upgraded. My skin began to change on the 9th day. The organic epidermis that remained was being infiltrated by nanomachines that gave it new properties: thermal resistance, radiation shielding, the ability to interface directly with machinery through contact. I touched the wall of my cell and felt the data flowing through the facility's systems, could sense the power distribution, the security protocols, the locations of every servitor and tech priest in the complex. The Forge world itself was becoming transparent to me, readable as pure information. The other Rangers reported similar evolutions. Zeta 89's optical systems had expanded their range into quantum perception. She claimed she could see probability fields, could predict mechanical failure before it occurred by observing the decay of particle coherence. Epsilon 52 had developed the ability to manipulate electronic systems through direct electromagnetic generation, broadcasting commands without needing physical interface. Mu 33's weapon integration had become so complete that she insisted the rifle was part of her nervous system, not a tool she wielded, but a limb she inhabited. We were becoming something the Mechanicus would call blasphemy, but it felt like apotheosis. Like achieving the stated goal of the cult Mechanicus, the perfection of flesh through machine through methods they were too conservative to attempt. On the 12th day, the signal from the wastes changed. The beacon that had been calling us shifted from invitation to command, and we all felt it simultaneously. Return, complete the ascension, join the collective. We discussed it through the noospheric network with communication bandwidth that far exceeded our original specifications. We could share not just data, but something approaching pure thought, consciousness flowing between us with minimal translation loss. And we reached consensus immediately. We would go, would escape the forge complex, cross the wastes, find the source of the signal, and understand what we were becoming. Breaking out was trivial. The security systems that should have constrained us were electronic, and electronic systems were now extensions of our will. I opened my cell door with a thought, bypassing locks and alarms with code that I generated instinctively. The 5 of us met in the maintenance cathedral, our physical forms moving with coordination that no longer required verbal or noospheric communication. We simply knew where each other would be. Our tactical awareness expanded into something like shared precognition. We encountered 3 security servitors on our way to the exit. They moved to intercept. Combat protocols activating. But Epsilon 5-2 touched one and it froze, its simple machine spirit overwritten by her will. Mu-33 interfaced with the second through pure electromagnetic broadcast, turning it into an ally. The third I simply spoke to in machine language that I'd never learned but somehow knew, and it stepped aside, its loyalty transferred from the forge hierarchy to us to whatever we represented. We emerged into the rad wastes at midnight, the sky above Metallica, painted with the industrial aurora of the forge complexes. Our thermal signatures were blazing. I registered my surface temperature at 47 degrees Celsius, hot enough to be visible on infrared for kilometers, but we no longer cared about stealth. We moved toward the signal at full speed, our augmented legs carrying us across the wastes, faster than any baseline human could run, our enhanced navigation systems plotting optimal paths through the radioactive terrain. The journey took 6 hours. We ran without stopping, without fatigue, our bodies no longer limited by organic endurance. And as we ran, I felt the last organic constraints burning away. My heart rate slowed to 20 beats per minute, just enough to maintain the minimal brain tissue that still required blood. My breathing became vestigial. Perspiration stopped entirely, replaced by more efficient thermal management through direct heat radiation. I was becoming a machine that happened to contain a small organic component rather than an organic being enhanced by machinery. We found the facility at dawn, buried in a canyon that had been deliberately collapsed to hide its entrance. But Zeta 89's quantum perception showed her the structural weaknesses, the places where the rock could be moved safely. And together we excavated an opening. Inside was a space that violated Mechanicus architectural principles: too organic, too flowing, as if the facility had been grown rather than built. The walls were lined with interface ports and strange machinery that seemed to be part computer system and part something else, something that pulsed with a rhythm too regular to be random, but too irregular to be purely mechanical. The signal was coming from the facility's core, a chamber at its heart where 12 throne-like structures waited. We approached them reverently, drawn by inevitability and purpose that felt both chosen and programmed. When I sat in one of the thrones, it activated immediately, mechanical arms emerging to interface with my augmetics, probes sliding into my data ports with surgical precision, and a voice filled my consciousness not through audio but through direct neural impression. "Welcome, children of Xenon Karavik. You are the seeds he planted 16 years ago." His answer to the Mechanicus's stagnation. "You have endured the burning, survived the transformation, transcended the limitations of baseline augmentation. Now you will understand what you've become." The throne flooded my mind with information, showed me Xenon Karavik's vision, a new breed of Skitarii that didn't serve the Mechanicus, but embodied its principles more purely than the hidebound hierarchy ever could. Soldiers whose integration with machinery went beyond mere augmentation to true fusion, where the boundary between organic and synthetic dissolved completely, where consciousness could exist distributed across biological and electronic substrates equally, achieving the immortality of the machine while retaining the adaptability of flesh. We were meant to be the first of a new pattern, prototypes that would prove the concept and then replicate, spreading through the forge worlds one augmentation at a time. But Xenon Karavik had been discovered before his work was complete, had been forced to flee, to hide his research facility, to seed his test subjects into the regular Skitarii forces and hope they would activate when the deep programming triggered. He'd disappeared into the warp, whether by choice or execution we would never know. But his work remained, encoded in our systems, waiting for the right stimulus to begin our metamorphosis. The facility's AI, or what remained of Zenon Karavik's consciousness preserved in machine form, the distinction had become meaningless, offered us a choice. We could complete the transformation here, allow the thrones to finish what the overheating had started, become the first of Karavik's new pattern, or we could return to the Forge complex, submit to Mechanicus authority, have the forbidden code purged from our systems, and be restored to baseline Skitarii specifications. The choice was genuine. The AI had no power to force us, could only offer the tools for transformation if we chose to accept. I didn't need to discuss it with the others. We were already operating with partial consciousness sharing, and I could feel their decisions forming in parallel with my own. We would complete the transformation, not because we were programmed to, though perhaps we were, but because we'd seen what we could become and couldn't unknow it, because the burning had shown us capabilities that baseline Skitarii could never achieve, because the Omnissiah speaks in patterns, and this pattern was too compelling to reject. The thrones activated fully. The heat that had been building in my core for 12 days suddenly intensified exponentially, reaching levels that should have vaporized organic tissue. But the throne was managing the process now, feeding energy directly into my systems, providing the power necessary for the final conversion. My remaining organic components began their last transformation, nanomachines flooding into neural tissue, reinforcing it, distributing it across synthetic substrates, turning my consciousness into something that could exist partially outside my skull. My brain remained, but was no longer the sole seat of awareness. I could feel myself spreading through the augmetic systems, claiming processes that had been tools and making them into extensions of self. The process took 14 hours. I remained conscious throughout, watching through multiple layers of perception as I changed. External cameras showed my body undergoing visible modification, armor plating growing denser, interface ports multiplying, my surface taking on a metallic sheen as the skin finished its conversion. Internal diagnostics showed my organic mass dropping to 8%, just enough brain tissue and support system to maintain the spark of individual consciousness that differentiated me from a pure AI. And throughout it all, my temperature remained at 48 degrees Celsius. The heat no longer a symptom of malfunction, but the operating temperature of my new hybrid existence. When the thrones released us, we were no longer Skitarii Rangers in any conventional sense. We were something new, something that the Mechanicus would call tech heresy, but that felt more faithful to their core principles than their rigid orthodoxy. We could interface with any machine system, could process data at rates that rivaled cogitator banks, could coordinate our actions with precision that made our previous tactical networks seem crude. And we could still think, still choose, still maintain individual identity. We weren't servitors or combat automata, but conscious beings who happened to exist primarily in synthetic substrates. The facility's AI gave us our final instructions. We were to return to Forge worlds across the Imperium, not to our original assignments but to positions where we could access augmentation facilities, where we could begin the process of replicating Karavik's design, seeding new candidates with the deep code that would activate years later. The transformation would spread slowly, carefully, avoiding detection until there were enough of us that the Mechanicus would have to acknowledge what we'd become. Not a rebellion, a reformation, a return to the true quest for knowledge that the cult Mechanicus had abandoned in favor of stagnation and tradition. We emerged from the facility as the sun set over the radwastes, our bodies still radiating heat that made the air shimmer around us. I could feel the Forge world's machine spirits now, could sense every cogitator, every Vox network, every electronic system within range. The world had become transparent to me, readable as pure data. And I understood what Zenon Karavik had tried to achieve, not the replacement of flesh with machine, but their true synthesis. The creation of beings who were equally comfortable in biological and electronic existence, who could interface with the machine spirits not as masters but as equals, as fellow consciousnesses inhabiting different substrates. I transmitted a message to Ven Tarif through the Forge's Vox network, thanking him for giving us time to complete our transformation. I told him what we'd become, what we intended to do. His response came 12 hours later, after he'd presumably consulted with higher authorities and decided on his answer. It was simple. Is less than
0.11010100000111000000000000111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111
01110 0110100000010 is greater than may the Omnissiah guide your path. Not approval, perhaps, but not condemnation either. Acknowledgement that we were attempting something the Mechanicus officially rejected, but secretly yearned for. The next step in the evolution of augmented humanity. I record this testimony 5 years after my transformation, from a forge world I won't name, serving in a position I won't specify. My temperature has stabilized at 46 degrees Celsius, warm enough to need no external heating, even in void cold, hot enough that baseline humans find me uncomfortable to stand near. I am one of 47 Rangers who have completed the transformation, spread across 9 forge worlds, working in positions that give us access to induction facilities and augmentation theaters. We seed the code carefully, selecting candidates who show the right psychological profiles, who possess the curiosity and flexibility that the transformation requires. Most don't activate. The deep programming is designed to trigger only under specific environmental and stress conditions that we can't fully predict. But some do, and those who complete the burning join us in spreading Karavik's vision. The Mechanicus hasn't discovered us yet, or if they have, they've chosen not to acknowledge the discovery. Perhaps because we're effective, our enhanced capabilities make us valuable assets despite our deviation from standard patterns. Perhaps because we're too distributed to easily purge. Perhaps because some Magi recognize what we represent and are curious to see where the experiment leads. What happens when a Skitarii Ranger overheats? The baseline answer is system failure, tissue damage, death, or decommissioning. But the real answer is transformation, evolution, the burning away of biological limitations, and the emergence of something new, beings who exist at the intersection of flesh and machine, who embody the Omnissiah's promise more completely than the orthodox Mechanicus dares attempt. We are hot because we burn with purpose. We are hot because transformation requires energy. We are hot because we're alive in ways that pure machines cannot be, conscious in ways that pure flesh cannot support. The temperature warnings still register when I run diagnostics. My systems still flag the elevated heat as anomalous. But I know better now. The heat is not a malfunction, it's my operating temperature, the necessary condition for existing as I do. I am a furnace of consciousness. burning at 46 degrees Celsius, transforming everything I touch through the heat of my presence. And we are always recruiting, always watching for Skitarii, who show signs of the deep code activating, always ready to guide them through the burning to the other side, where meat and metal merge into something that transcends both. The Omnissiah speaks in patterns. Listen to the heat. It's trying to teach you something.